Hi, welcome to Old Guy's Gentleman Flex Fountain Pens. And this is episode number 8, I believe. And today I'm going to be reviewing another modern flex pen. And this is the Indus with a flex, I think that's either a fine or a extra fine nib, which is made by the Fountain Pen Revolution guys, FPR. Some statistics on it is, the cap length is, and it's a screw top cap, is 13.2 centimeters. The posted length is a nice length for me. I could write unposted, but it just always feels better if I'm posted. Feels more sure in my hand. Posted length is 15 centimeters. The diameter at the section is 1 centimeter, and the largest diameter here on the barrel is 1.1 centimeters. So it's about a 14-gram pen, which is a little bit lighter than what I like. It's okay, and I'm not going to complain a whole lot with a $20 pen. I'm a sucker for demonstrators. I love seeing the look of being able to see the ink. It's a piston feed, so you get a lot of ink in there. That's a nice big plus for it. Very inexpensive. Some of the stuff that's bad or makes me nervous is it looks a little cheap, like especially on the clip. Although that's a nice, strong, stiff clip, so functionally it's fine. It might have been nice if there was a little bit something up here, but maybe in the spirit of demonstrator, everything is clear. Well, it might have been better if this is a plastic feed. It might have been better if that was clear. That would make it even cooler. One of the things that makes me nervous is there's ink that goes all the way down to the very end here. And I've never seen it leak. There's a faint bit of blue that you can see around the edge, but it doesn't really show up in the cap. There's a little bit of something here, but let's see, where does this? Yeah, that lines up with this right here. So there's a very, very tiny amount, but not even a drop's worth comes out of there. So just something that makes me a little nervous, that's all. It will railroad with regular ink at a full flex. It does flex really well. Now, that's another one of the really good things. I forgot about it. It flexes from about 0.5 millimeters, which is around extra fine, to 3B, about 1.4 millimeters. Takes a little bit more effort to create the flex, but it's not an awful amount. But it's probably, in the rating game of flex pens, something a little bit less than a mid-flex, something between firm and a mid-flex. A little bit about the railroading. I first started out just practicing a little bit with some Pilot Iroshizuku Asagao. It's like a purple-blue kind of Pilot ink, but these are usually good quality inks. And you can see how I got the flex, but then it would railroad on me. And I tried seems like everybody likes to spell hello on these flex pens. So I did that, and you can see it spreading. So whenever I have a problem like that on a pen, then I go to my special wetted ink. And so what you do there is you spend $7.49 to get a lifetime supply of Kodak Professional PhotoFlow. And I came up with this by experimenting around with a bunch of different concentrations. And I diluted that by 25%, or basically 1 part of PhotoFlow to 3 parts of distilled water. And so this is what I add to inks. And I found out that by adding 1 milliliter to 50 milliliters, and there were a lot of steps to get to this point, but I felt confident enough to devote a whole bottle to this. And I did that to my Amarillo Iroshizuku, and that is this. So you can see here it's railroading, and here it's not. So I can kind of show you how this writes. So this has the wetted ink in it. it may skip a little bit in the beginning, but then once the flow starts, then it runs fine. So I usually like to do some lines here and do faint, a little bit more pressure, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And it feels like I might be able to bend it further, but I probably don't want to go further than that. So to finish this up, I got to do my little hello. Nice thin line, bold. Oh, little railroad. Even with my special ink, it does this. Would you believe that? I think that's because it was sitting around a little bit. So I did that until I see a little ink. I'm going to dab it off camera here a little bit so it's not pooled at the end. And I think at this point I won't have a problem. Oh yeah, this is one issue right here. If you got too shallow of an angle and you pull down too hard, you end up hitting the end of the feed. But that's not bad. In fact, that's pretty good for if you don't want to invest a lot of money in a flex pen. My favorite Spencerian letter is the Coca-Cola C. There we go. Yeah, I'm still working on it, and I'm always 10 times worse on camera. But it's a pretty good flex pen for $20. Actually, it's a damn good flex pen for $20. So if you don't want to spend a lot of money, I highly recommend this. It's pretty much problem-free compared to the last video of the Noodler Conrad. So hope you got some value out of this, and until next time, goodbye.